Does Sony's WH-1000XM2 have what it takes to one-up last year's popular Sony MDR-1000X?
We'll break it down for you.
We're not going to call these headphones by their algebraic names, but just the old and new headphones.
Right, let's start with the differences. The touch controls were very good on the old ones, and they still are, but they're more responsive, which is a nice improvement.
I can personally vouch for a massive improvement in the phone call quality on the newer headphone.
Absolutely, the old ones were terrible. I had to disconnect them constantly and end up using my phone instead.
And the new headphones let ambient sounds in while calling, so you're aware of what's happening around you.
And guess what? The new headphones come with an app. With this app, you can change the EQ, effects, and adjust noise cancelling levels. The connectivity with the app wasn't always reliable, but once it did connect, I was happy with it.
And because there's an app, Sony could reduce the buttons from 3 to 2. They've combined the ambient sound with the noise cancelling.
And instead of having fixed noise cancelling modes, Sony has gone for fine-grained control over noise cancelling. It still retains the ability to prioritize for voice, but a nice surprise is that the noise cancelling has improved overall.
Sony has also improved its noise cancelling optimizer to include barometric pressure changes, which is handy if you fly a lot. In short, it gives you the best noise cancelling result irrespective of your altitude.
Sony also tries to detect what you're doing to optimize noise cancelling. They call it adaptive sound control. Now what this does is detect what you're doing and adapt noise cancelling accordingly. The annoying thing for me though is that there's a beep every time the mode changes, so I ended up disabling it. And most importantly, the newer headphones sound so much better. The MDR-1000X were always positioned as audiophile wireless headphones, but that wasn't our own experience, especially wirelessly. But with the WH-1000XM2, this promise is fulfilled by Sony. aptX HD support makes a big difference wirelessly.
And remember guys, we use the products we review in real life. So on paper, the battery life of the newer ones is better. It increased from 20 to 30 hours wireless, and it has quick charge. But in real life, it comes down to charging it once a week. So, meh. The notifications are much shorter, so instead of saying noise cancelling off, it just says off. So those were the differences, but what has Sony decided to keep the same?
So the design is subjective, but we liked how the MDR-1000X looked, and if you liked how they look, then this doesn't change at all.
However, it does remain to be seen if the famous cracking issue of the MDR-1000X resurfaces with this model. There are some reports of them reoccurring, but they're not significant.
And because the design is unchanged, these headphones are just as comfortable to wear for long periods of time. I still don't have ear fatigue after wearing them for a couple of hours.
And the headband adjustment continues to have secure clickage for us OCD people.
And wired audio quality hasn't changed either. It's great with a proper source. And the carrying case is exactly the same.
Alright, that brings us to buy
or not to buy.
Let's get some first world problems out of the way. The blinking LED lights are still there, which can be annoying in a dark room or at night. There's no USB Type-C but micro USB. Opinions can vary, but we don't really mind it. There's unfortunately still no memory of the last noise cancelling mode used. And finally, no vocal feedback about the specific device which is connected.
Right, the bottom line, should you get these headphones? So the only reasons to upgrade from a Sony MDR-1000X would be wireless sound quality, vastly improved, much better phone call quality, and improved noise cancelling with more fine-grained controls. The other things like improved battery life are just nice to haves.
But if you're buying a new device, I'd definitely check out the WH-1000XM2. If, and this will change over time, the price difference with the Sony MDR-1000X isn't significant, I'd use the links in the description below and get yourself a Sony WH-1000XM2.
Thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome.
And we've been DHRME.